Come on in, y'all. I got some content for you today. But before we get to that, we're going to tap in with our new sponsor, friend of the show, Mint Mobile. I know you guys are sick of your current cell phone provider. I'm sick of mine. That's something that we all got in common. But Mint Mobile makes the wireless cell phone acquisition plan incredibly easy, okay? It's not like these other companies where you got to go to some store and talk to some representative and they don't know what's going on, so you got to talk to their manager, and their manager don't know what's going on neither. Everything is easy with Mint Mobile. It's all online. Now, you got two options. You can either buy your phone online at Mint Mobile's website, or you can bring your own phone. You can keep your same number and just switch everything. It's all easy. See, Mint Mobile's trying to save you some steps and some stress. These other companies, what they'll do is they'll try to lock you into these long plans, 1, 2, or 3 years. Mint Mobile lets you decide how long you want your plan to be, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months. And the longer your plan is, the more money that you'll save. Whether the plan is for you or for kids or a relative, loved one, or something like that, it's incredibly easy. All of Mint Mobile's plans have free talk and text on the country's largest 5G provider. Something I think is pretty cool, because I know I got some fancy people that watch my show. I know y'all always on vacation. You get free calls from Canada, the UK, and Mexico. And boy, Mint Mobile is so confident. After 7 days, if you don't like it, they have a money back guarantee. It gets no easier than that. I'm going to save you a little bit of money. Voch says this: just in time for the holiday season, you can get 50% off an unlimited premium wireless plan from Mint Mobile. Lock in right now for the lowest price of the year. That's $15 a month for a 3, 6, or a 12-month plan, okay? 50% off, $15 a month, 3, 6, or a 12-month plan. You can't beat that with a stick, ladies and gentlemen. You can use the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code that's on screen right now and go ahead and save yourself a little bit of money. Mint Mobile, I appreciate you. Let's get into some content.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
And we back.
Hey, Roger.
When I say we, I just need y'all to hang in there with me and just, you know what I'm saying, like match my level of optimism. You know what I mean? Just match my level of optimism. If you a Cowboy fan that hates smiling faces, boy, this ain't your episode. This ain't your video. I'm just trying to come around to the idea of Cowboy defense. Chad, let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a question. Let's say your entire defense is horrible. You're a general manager. Your last name is McClay Jones. There's a hyphen in the middle. Okay? So whatever your first name is, McClay Jones, that's your name. And you've been tasked to take the worst defense in the whole entire league and flip it into something respectable. You understand? Let me ask y'all this, and y'all can put this in the comments or the live chat and I'll read it. How many players do you think it takes to flip an entire defense? I know you probably need 11 players to make an elite defense. Probably can flip 9 to make a good defense. 7, serviceable or something like that. How many players you gotta flip to make a horrible worst defense in the league and flip it into, damn, this defense is good enough to accompany an explosively powerful offense? How many players y'all think it takes for the Cowboys to make a run? Think about some of the guys you got on your team right now that are playing decent football, right? Let's just keep it a buck. I don't want to lie to y'all. If Jadeveon Clowney was doing what he was doing coming off the bench, we'd feel much better about it. But that's one of your starting edge dudes. It is what it is. Donovan Ezeraku, I'd say the same for him. We were expecting him to come off the bench and do what he's doing, right? If you got Micah, and if you had what you thought you had in Dante as a last year kind of guy, double-digit sack dude or whatever, if those were your first two dudes fresh out the gate, let's just keep it a buck. I never was a big Sam guy.
Did you hear what I said?
I got into some fights over the internet, about the whole Sam thing. Were y'all around? Like, if y'all go in the chat and tell me if I'm lying or not. Just go and tell me if I'm lying. I fought some fights about Sam. You eventually needed Sam because Michael left, but man, I wouldn't. I had a vision here. You know what I mean? But you thought that Dante Fowler and Micah Parsons were going to be a thing. So if you signed Jadeveon Clowney in season with those guys, then Clowney and Donovan Ezra would be rotational pass rushers for you. That's not our reality. Our reality is they're the best pass rushers that we got. They're the best defensive ends that we got, so we're going to have to play them. Occasionally sprinkling in James Houston as well. You understand? I think you make a drastic improvement. A drastic improvement at defensive tackle. Looking back at it, man, I don't want to be this kind of guy, man. If I go back, man, I wasn't Kenneth Murray guy neither. I wasn't Kenneth Murray guy neither, but I wasn't as loud as anti-Kenneth Murray guy. I was super loud anti-Sam guy, and then I ain't see Kenneth Murray in camp at all. I should have known. But hey, we ain't here to talk about that. But let's just say that I count Jadeveon as a rotationally good defensive end type guy. I'll take Donovan Ezra as a you playing good starting level defensive end type guy. I would love for him to be a rotational guy, but let's just say that that's one. That's one out of 11 spots on your defense that's nice. That's good to go. Right? Cornerback, we ain't got a whole bunch of help there. But I will say, what happened to Deron Bland doesn't always happen to Deron Bland. I think I want to lead a campaign by Deron Bland. And look, man, chat, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. If y'all been in the chat, man, y'all know how I get down, man. I ain't got no crawfish in me for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't flip no pancakes. Chat, how many times have y'all heard me in this thing? We go, hey, man, I'd rather pay Pickens before Pickens is even who Pickens is before I decide to pay Deron Bland. Y'all remember me saying that? I ain't trying to be told you so guy, nothing like that. I'm just reiterating my points at this point in the season, coming off a bye week. I was like, man, I ain't really think Deron Bland was a cornerback one like that. I thought Deron Bland benefited from being cornerback 2 type guy. Like when I saw the Cowboys shut down wide receiver ones, it was Diggs. When I saw Diggs shut down like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, guys like that, he got a list of dudes that he just beat the shit out of. AJ Brown, but that's Diggs. And then when Diggs whooped those guys, Deron Bland will either go traveling the nickel and whoop some wide receiver 3 or some smaller nickel guy, or he'll beat the hell out of a wide receiver 2. At the end of the day, Bland wasn't chasing around wide receiver 1. I don't think we're going to get back to a world soon where Deron Bland is chasing wide receiver 1s, but when I look at his cornerback peers, Kyer Elam and our guy Weezy Bridges, Weezy is a rookie that I never even heard of in the draft process, and I did the damn Dallas Cowboys draft show, bro. What round was he drafted in? Can we look up Weezy Bridges real fast? Let me see. Let's Cowboy. What round was Weezy and ready to be fair, I knew some treachery was afoot when the Cowboys did all that moving around with their cornerback spot, and they got rid of some of these corners that we liked for Reddy and Weezy, these guys that I've never heard of in my whole life. Reddy was from Troy? What? I don't remember watching a cornerback from Troy. When did he get drafted? He's an undrafted free agent? What? Oh no! What about Weezy then? Weezy a little taller. Let's see. He was with the Chargers. He didn't get drafted neither. Damn. Hey man, look, dog. That's what we've been rolling out there. Can we at least roll some pedigree out there? I know Weezy got drafted, dog. Hold on, Weezy out here. I know Weezy got drafted, bro. Let me just look up Weezy real fast one more time, chat, just to make sure. When did Weezy get drafted? Man, damn, dog. Weezy. Okay. So Weezy is 7th round guy. So listen, chat. You about to take Savon Rivell. He coming off injury, but he was one of the best cornerbacks in the draft last year. Ranked much higher than Reddy and Weezy. I don't think you can. And look, I don't even mind Reddy and how he's playing. Reddy just running around with like slot dudes, and he's playing zone against slot guys. I don't mind that at all, bro. Weezy gotta go. Kyer Elam gotta go. I think this is a perfect opportunity for guys like Savon Rivell and Kalen Carson to just kind of step in and just do their thing, bro. Let Savon Rivell and Kalen Carson just kind of step in and do their thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Reddy was definitely undrafted. I see that. So that's what you was dealing with talent-wise, right? At least you get a better pedigree of a player on the field. I'm not saying that it's a guaranteed improvement, but just take the undrafted dudes off of there. Even Elijah Clark, right? Like, I know we get mad at Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker, dog, but like, man, we can't get into this world where we're highlighting undrafted free agents, bro. We can't do it. We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to step up and do things in the game before we highlight you. Not the fact that the Cowboys spent the most undrafted free agent money on you. It can't be that way. This what really put the nipple on the titty, though, Chad. Y'all ready? This situation right here really put the satin on the panties if we just focus and just lock in on what the hell about to happen here. We get Quinnen Williams in the middle. My neck getting kind of long. I'm losing weight. Y'all notice. Quinnen Williams is in the middle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think people understand. I know national media tried their best. National media didn't even know that they don't watch film appropriately till they started talking about Quinnen Williams, and I heard their minds. I heard their mouth. They just run their mouth. All the impressive football people. Like, I was talking to Nate Noon about it. Just talking to Cowboy Super Bowl legend, ring model type shit. I was talking to Nate Noon, and he's thrilled about Quinnen Williams. Marcus Spears is thrilled about Quinnen Williams. People like John Owning, who's very much so credible in this space, excited about Quinnen Williams. Will Steele, excited about him. Voch Lombardi.
Hey, Voch.
Is excited about Quinnen Williams, right? I don't give a damn that miscellaneous TV people don't care. What's her name? Kimberly Johnson on ESPN. I don't care that she ain't about Quinnen Williams. I don't care what Chad Ochocinco say about it not Quinnen Williams. What the boy that wrote the article that was like, I'm gonna give the Cowboys a F for they. Nah, I don't care about what that main thing. I don't even know his name. What's his name? I don't know his name. Badass dude from Hong Kong. Don't nobody know his name. Nobody know his name. Who gives a shit? Nobody know his name. Why would I care about what he thinks about Quinnen Williams? When you hear real football people talk that shit about Quinnen Williams, this ain't me being hyperbolic. Let me just tell you some real shit, right? If I was being hyperbolic, Voch, I would say, hey man, look at my work already. If I was being hyperbolic, Voch, I would say, hey man, I think we got the best run-stopping defensive tackle in the National Football League. And I wouldn't be wrong. But then you go, according to the numbers, Quinnen Williams is the best. Numbers back this thing up, ladies and gentlemen. Numbers back this thing up. He got the most run stuffs in the whole National Football League. He's beaten the most double teams in the whole National Football League. He's technically having a down year as a pass rusher, but I don't know why the hell the Jets put him in 3-tech when he's been playing 1 and whooping ass from the 1-tech spot his whole entire life. His damn ass gonna be right at 1-tech this year. I'd be damn. He's gonna be right at 1-tech this year with the daggum Dallas Cowboys. I don't think people understand. Dog, if you can stop the run with 5 people, I'm going to jail. Let's say 6. Let's say we get into these nickel looks, and then we really going to go corral then. We really going to the all-you-can-eat sushi spot then, ladies and gentlemen. If you can stop the run with 5 or 6 people, and you dedicate the rest of those people to just coverage, chat, we on to something. Cutthroat business, you got shit twisted. We on to something if we could pull that off, but it all starts with Quinnen Williams in the middle. You know who else you need to stop the run? You know what I'm saying? You know who else you need to stop the run? Shit, Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark, Osa gonna be in there, and then you got your linebackers that benefit from those guys doing that. Okay, there was this week. Oh my God, the Cowboys found Flus had an epiphany, and the Cowboys found a solution to stopping the run. We should load the box with more defenders to stop the run. And then they started beating you upside the head with deep plays over the top of your head because we're not built to not play a whole bunch of people in coverage. when you drop a whole bunch of people in coverage, the Dallas Cowboys are actually very decent in coverage when we have an opportunity to drop a whole bunch of people in coverage. But the Cowboys can't drop a whole bunch of people in coverage when they spamming the line of scrimmage in the front seven with 8 or 9 guys trying to stack the box. Quinnen Williams, DeMarvion Overshown, Kenny Clark, they're going to help you do that. And I can't wait. All right. It's going to be a long time till Monday, man. I know we had a bye week. We had bad news throughout the bye week, man. And we still got to sit through Thursday and Sunday football, man. But, dog, when it comes to Monday, I'm so excited to see Quinnen Williams and Overshown and Logan Wilson just to see what they do, because this is a new beginning. What my man saying, Drumline, the old boy from what's the name, the athletic director, is a new beginning. We ain't had a one take like this in a long time. And honestly, as far as Overshown goes, if you look comparable to what his last year was, we ain't had a linebacker like that since Sean Lee. And it always seemed like Sean Lee, like those Sean Lee era defenses, they used to look like this, right? Y'all remember that? When Sean Lee wasn't playing, it's so eerie how similar that is, right? When Sean Lee wasn't playing, this was the 32nd ranked defense altogether. But when Sean Lee played, the defense kind of hunkered down a little bit. It's unfair to Overshown, but bro, be our Sean Lee. And Quinnen Williams can just tear shit up and help you do it. All right. Love y'all to pieces, man. Appreciate you, Mint Mobile, for holding down the channel, man. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace.